Good morning, everyone. I miss greeting you in front of our temple. Today's beautiful day. It's really gorgeous day. So I hope I was able to see you here, but nice to see you online. We are going to begin the service in 5 minutes. We are going to chant Juseige today. So please get your Shimbure service ready. Page 93 is Juseige. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Sunday service. It's been almost a month since we started this virtual Sunday services, but I hope you are doing well and staying healthy. We are going to chant Juseige this morning. Juseige is on page 93 of Shin Buddhist Service Book. 가공 조세간 희심의조독 시강흠만복 세이후조쇼각 가오무료고 의다이세슈 의사이쇼빙의 세이후조쇼각 가시조붓노 묘쇼조지뽀 극교미쇼모 세이후조쇼각 리오크진쇼네 조회슈봉교 시금의조도 이쇼댕인시 진리기엔다이코 의쇼무사이도 쇼조상금요 고사이슈야그나 가이히지에게 메시코모아 에이소크쇼아그도 즈닷젠슈모 고소조만속 이오로지뽀 니치갓슈즈기 땡콤프게 이슈카이호소 고세크도크호 조오다이슈즈 세포시시끝 그요이사이붓 그소크슈도크홈 간내신조맘 도크이 りさんがよ、女仏無下地、つだみ不詳、願学へり、同志愛小尊、志願や国家、大戦を感動、国書天員、統治名家、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、願にしく読、平等性祭、道本菩提心、往生安楽。ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブ。Now we are going to read our pledges. I think it's on Oregon Buddhist Temple website. If you have copy, that's great. But if you don't, please go see Oregon Buddhist Temple's website for their copy of our pledge. Our pledge. Breaking out of my shell, I will share a warm smile and speak gentle words, just like the kind Buddha. Not becoming lost in my greed, anger, and ignorance, I shall think and act with an open mind, just like the calm and peaceful Buddha. Not putting myself first, I will share in the joy and sadness of others, just like the compassionate Buddha. Realizing the gift of life I have received, I shall strive to live each day to its fullest, like the Buddha who tirelessly works to liberate all. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. And now, I like to share the passage from the Raja Sutra, where it talks about the practice of Bodhisattva Dharmakara. And our founder, Shinran Shongin, quotes this passage on chapter on Shinjin of Kyogyo Shinsho, the true practice, true teaching, practice, and realization, where he discussed the sincere mind. So this is on page 95 of Collected Works of Shinran. So please join me in Gassho again. Please put your palms together. He was free of all thoughts of falsity or deception, gentle in countenance and loving in speech. He perceived people's thoughts and was attentive to them. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. Nammanda. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's service. As I announced a little before the service, or just after the service started, it's been a month since we canceled all the activities at the temple, but I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. And I believe everyone have been cooking at home, and maybe this is a great time to share your recipes. And all things I cook is something good with adult beverage. So it's real, how do I say? 味が濃い. 味が濃い is like salty or but thick taste, you know. So I like cooking karaage, okonomiyaki, and ramen kind of things. But I also like to bake pancakes for the morning breakfast. I haven't been baking pancake for a while, but pancakes are my children's favorite. So I should have baked pancake this morning, but I forgot. And one of the food items I like to cook is called kaminari konnyaku. This is good with beer or sake too. But I'm not sure if everybody knows what konnyaku is. And when I looked at the package of konnyaku, it said yam cake. But I'm not sure if people can imagine what konnyaku is like by hearing the translation yam cake. And since you are watching this service online, you can open up a new tab and maybe Google. You can Google what konnyaku is. Konnyaku, konnyaku. But kaminari means thunder. And so kaminari konnyaku is often made with soy sauce, mirin, sugar, and sesame oil. And also, important thing is hot peppers. Because this is kind of spicy food, the konnyaku gives your tongue feel like it was hit by the thunder. So that is why it is called kaminari konnyaku. And I started with talking about konnyaku because I wanted to share one of the rakugo story called Konnyaku Mondo, a konnyaku discussion. And I have shared this story many times at Oregon Buddhist Temple that some of the members might remember the story, but rakugo is often the funny story. And someone said rakugo is stand-up comedy, but with sitting. You know, today I'm standing, so it's okay. But as some people might have hard time imagining what konnyaku is, I changed konnyaku to tofu. I'm sure you know what tofu is. But here goes the story. A Zen temple had no resident minister, but John, manager of a tofu store, was taking care of the temple as acting minister, although he was not a monk or priest. Why? Because he could receive monetary gift from the people by conducting the funerals and memorial service, just by chanting the fake sutra like this. And he did not want to give up his extra income from the temple. And one day, a traveling monk, Unsui, from Soto Zen school passed by the temple gate. And he read, "Oh, it said no smelly food and no alcohol beyond this gate. This must be a Zen temple." So Unsui wanted to meet the minister of the temple to have discussion or debate on the teachings. So he went into the temple and asked for the minister to come out. And John is a manager of a tofu store, so he knows about his products, but he's a fake monk, that he knew nothing about Buddhism teaching. But now, real monk came to challenge him. So John asked his friend Tom to tell Unsui that John is out of the temple right now, so he must leave. Then Unsui said to Tom, "Oh, that's fine. I will wait here until your master comes back." And Tom and Unsui exchanged few words, but Unsui is not going to leave. So John finally decided to come out and have debate with him. But as I said, John is a fake monk. How he's going to win the debate? So John had a plan. If he remained silent, Unsui eventually give up and leave. So John just sat in front of Unsui and did not say anything. Unsui asked many questions regarding Buddhism teaching. Actually, it was really complicated questions, like what is the Buddha body theory is, or where the Buddha nature is, kind of questions. But John just remained silent. Then Unsui misunderstood that John is practicing the practice of non-speech. So Unsui tried to communicate with John through body languages. So Unsui and John had conversation like this. First, Unsui asked John like this. Then Unsui replied. And Unsui was surprised to see his gesture. So Unsui asked John again. John replied. Again, Unsui was surprised. Finally, Unsui asked John. Then John replied. And Unsui grabbed at John. Then Unsui left the temple as if he was defeated by the debate. Tom wondered what made him leave, so Tom chased Unsui and asked why the Unsui had to run away. Then Unsui answered, I asked the master, how are you feeling now? Then he drew a big circle. That means his feeling is as vast as the ocean. Then I asked him, what about the world of 10 directions? He replied as, I keep it with 5 precepts. Finally, I asked him where the Amida Buddha and 2 Bodhisattvas resides. He replied as, they are in here. His understanding of Buddhism is too deep that I am really ashamed of myself to challenge your master. Now I got to go back to my own temple and practice harder to be like your master. So goodbye then. Tom knew that John knows nothing about Buddhism. So Tom wondered what John really meant by his actions. So Tom went back to the temple and asked John what he meant by his action. Then John said, man, that monk looked down on me and said, "Tofu at your store is this big." So I told him, "No, this big." And he asked me, "How much is 10 tofu at your store?" So I replied as $5. But he told me to lower the price to $3. So I said, "No way." So this is a story called Konnyaku Mondo. Now I changed to Tofu Mondo. But most of the times, Rakugo story is related to the Buddhist teachings. Like this story, you have heard something like 10 directions of Buddhas or 5 precepts, 3 Amida Buddha and 2 Bodhisattvas kind of words. But what Konnyaku Mondo, the Rakugo story I shared, teaches us. And this story teaches us that everyone have different opinions, a different perception on same action or same experiences. And it also teaches us how silly it is to rely on self-centered judgments. You know, I heard the terrible news about a boy who stabbed Asian family in Texas. And he was thinking that the family is Chinese and they are spreading the virus. This is really a terrible act relying on self-centered judgments. And people easily put label on people. And usually it is mislabeled. Just like what happened right after 9/11. Muslim people were targeted. And now with this COVID-19, Asian people are targeted. And that is because people often see people with just the appearances. But what is dangerous is not the races or ethnicities or colors of skins. It is the virus. And most dangerous thing is that the action based on the self-centered judgments. And I never felt unsafe or scared living in the United States. But this situation with COVID-19 little makes me nervous just going to the grocery shopping. But one day, when I went to Target nearby the temple, the store worker welcomed me with a smile and saying, "Welcome to Target." And that made me feel ease and comfortable. I'm not sure what she was really thinking in her mind, but as an Asian living in the United States in this difficult time, I felt much ease and comfort just by seeing smile and words of welcoming. And I didn't pay much attention to the store workers welcoming guests but with smile and saying welcome to tararara when things were normal. But this situation made me realize how gentle countenance and loving words can give ease and comfort to the people. Since we are not Buddha, we cannot practice gentle countenance and loving words all the time. But, we have moments we get upset, frustrated, and we fear something we cannot see. But by making Buddha as an example, we can practice gentle countenance and loving words by being attentive to others' feeling in this difficult time. And there's one of the dana, selfless giving, called taking one's fear away. And we can practice this with gentle countenance and loving words. And you can make people's day just by showing kindness to the others. And I know we have to stay home so we don't see people that often. But whenever you go to grocery shopping or to walk, and if you see people, don't look at them as if they carry viruses, but practice gentle countenance and loving words. Just saying hi and smiling makes people feel happy. And at least it makes me happy. So I am sure many of the others feel the same way. So thank you all for attending today's service. And in closing, please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. He was free of all thoughts of falsity or deception, gentle in countenance and loving in speech. He perceived people's thoughts and was attentive to them. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. Nammanda Butsu. So thank you all for attending today's service. If I was really a good singer, I could sing Ondok-san a cappella, but I'm not really a good singer, so you can sing in your heart. So I hope to see you next Sunday, starting from 10 a.m. So thank you all for attending, and please stay safe and healthy. Okay, see you.